Good morning, students. Welcome to PUC secondary students to online Karnataka CET JEE NEET coaching classes for academic 2020 and 21. In this today's class, we are going to discussing the one more new chapter, that is laws of motion from the PUC first year. Let us begin with what first synopsis about this topic. Later we are going to work on questions on this chapter. As you know already, the laws of motion chapter is based upon, basically the laws of motion chapter is invented by the scientist what Newton's. So himself only made what three laws of what motion. To begin with the laws of motion, let us first discuss about what inertia. The inertia is very important role in the study of what motion. What is inertia? Inertia is there for all bodies, irrespective of living and non-living bodies. Okay, what is this inertia? Inertia is nothing but what? It is an inherent property of the all the bodies, virtue which they cannot change their state, rest or uniform motion along a straight line, and that is called what? Inertia. So inertia means what? It is an inherent property. Okay, inherent property meaning is it never going to change its position by itself only, and if the body is motion, it cannot stops by itself only. So that is called what? Inertia. Inertia is not a physical quantity, it is a property. It is already mentioned here, it is property. It is only property of the body which depends only what? Mass of the body, and inertia has the no units and no dimension. Inertia is also what classified into what? Depend upon the situation, it will be what? Three types. One is inertia rest, inertia motion, inertia direction. This is all about what? Inertia. Once you inertia will be discussed, taking the consideration of inertia and property of the inertia and knowledge about the inertia, we move on to the first one, what? The Newton's laws of motion. You are already familiar in your school level as well as what in college, the Newton's first law of motion. What it states, a body is continuous to be in a state of what? Rest or in uniform motion along a straight line unless it is acted upon by some external force change on it. For example, if some mass will be kept on a surface of a earth, okay, until unless you are applying some external force, this body cannot move to what? Displaces and comes into another position. Otherwise a body is moving continuous, a body is moving continuous, it is to be in continuous until unless somebody is come to oppose it, make it what? Stop. Otherwise this body will be in the state of what? Continuous motion. So here in the study of this Newton's first law of motion, the body is always acts in a rest or always acts in a motion unless and unless, until and unless some external force will be act on it, it doesn't change its position. That is the meaning of Newton's first law of motion. From the Newton's first law of motion, we have defined the inertia, and that is called, the first law is also called what? Law of inertia. Law of inertia. So this is all about what? First slide about the discussion about laws of motion. Move on to the second slide. Once you are discussing about the Newton's laws of motion, move on to the next one is linear momentum. The linear momentum is given by what symbol? What? P. And linear momentum can be given by, it is the product of mass of a body and its velocity, and it is mathematically given by what? P into m into velocity. And as we know, momentum is a vector quantity, and which acts in the direction of what? Applied direction of the velocity of the body. And its dimension formula is given by what? Here mass is what? Kg, velocity is meter and per second. According to this its SI unit, the dimension will be given by m1, l1 and t minus 1. So this is the dimension formula for linear momentum. So linear momentum can be given by what? Mass into velocity. After knowing the linear momentum, it is a product of mass into velocity. Come to the second one, that is Newton's second law of motion. Based upon the momentum, one we can explain the Newton's laws of motion by statement. It is stated in this type: the rate of change of linear momentum is directly proportional to external force applied on that body, and this will be change takes place in the direction of the applied force. For example, we already mentioned here linear momentum. Linear momentum is what? It is P. P stands for linear momentum. They are telling rate of change of means what? The linear momentum will be changing with respect to time, which is directly proportional to what they are telling? Applied force. So this is only here mentioned. Look at this equation. F is directly proportional to dp upon dt. What this meaning tells? The force acting is directly proportional to rate of change of what? Displacement. So this proportionality can be taken by constant k. Later this will be solved, this will be derived. Finally we are going to get what? The expression for force equals to what? Mass into acceleration. Force equals to mass into acceleration. What is the meaning of force into mass into acceleration? That is, forces can be defined by mass into acceleration. From the Newton's second law, we come to know that the definition of force. What is the meaning of force? Force is an external effect which makes us to what? A body push or pulls, which produces what? Tries to production of motion of a body or rest, or a moving body make it what? Stop, or stop body we can make it what? Move. That can be properties done by what? This force. So this force is an what kind of agency? It is called external agency. From the Newton's second law, we come to know that how to measure this force. That equation is given by what? Mass is equals to mass into acceleration. That product itself only gives me what? Force. So that force equals to what? Mass into acceleration. From the Newton's second law, we come across with the definition about force as well as how to measure the force. That is also what we have discussed. Once the discussion about the force is over, we come across with next what? It's a SI unit. The SI unit of force is Newton, or you can also give what? Kg meter per second square. Or this one is invented by the scientist Newton. He himself only gives the SI unit as a Newton. So this is all about Newton's second law of motion. Come to the third one, that is the next discussion is impulse. What is impulse? Impulse is a property where when a large force will be acts on a body in a very short interval of time, that is called impulse. It is also called what? Impulsive force. So impulsive force is also gives the mathematically force into time, that is I equals to F into T, and this is also called change in the momentum. And impulse is also called, it's a vector quantity, and its mathematical expression is given by what? Newton second. Third one comes to what? Newton's laws, third law of motion. What is Newton third law of motion? It tells that to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. And you know the some examples about Newton's third law, that is swimming is possible due to third law of motion. When gun is fired, the bullet will be moves forward and gun recoils backward, that is called action and reaction. So this is all upon by knowing the Newton's third law of motion. So this is all about what in Newton's first law and second law and the third law basic. And move on to next one, law of conservation of what, linear momentum. So what the linear momentum statement is tells that if no external force acts on the system in a constant mass, then the total linear momentum of that system remains what, constant. You have to remember this much. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Okay, one more time I'm going to come and use screen share. Okay. Law of conservation of momentum is tells that then the no external force act on the system in constant mass, the total linear momentum system remains what, constant ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. That is f will be acting 0 means dp upon dt ಏನತ್ರಿ 0 ಆತ. When dp upon dt 0 ಆತ, then p becomes what, a constant ಆಕೈತಿ. And this is mathematically expression, this one also given by what, law of conservation of momentum before collision and after collision. Like that, the product of their mass into velocity will be given. Move on to next one is what, a tension. Tension itself one is also called what, a force, but it is acting in some other different condition. The force exerted through a thread, rope, chain, etc. is called what, a tension. Basically it is expression given by what, a capital T, and here its mathematical expression is given by what, a T equals to m into g, and its SI unit is given by what, a Newton. See, tension and force both are same. Here tension will be given by what, a mass into acceleration. So force is given by what, mass into acceleration. Tension will be given by what, a mass into gravitation. That is a only different condition. Instead of A, they are taking what here, acceleration due to gravity. Move on to next one. Here we mention the motion of the connected bodies. Look at here in this picture. Here the bodies are connected. This is M2, this is M1 and M2, it is connected. Here M1, M2, M3, three bodies are connected. Here you applied the tension, hence its acceleration will be given by what, this mathematical expression. You have to remember, this will be helps in the solving the numericals. This is purely for what, when the bodies are connected bodies. Here it is the expression for A. This is the first for the body is connected. If the body is connected by what, three systems, then acceleration will be given by A equals to T1 upon M1 plus M2 plus M3. Okay, and here tension will be given by T3 equals to the product of N3 into A, M3 as usual. What is A? You have substituted here, it becomes M3 upon M1 plus M2 plus M3 into what, T1. Okay, now I don't want to derive this derivation, just remembering this equation itself only what helps in the solving the numericals for what, bodies are connected in what, motion. Move on to the next one is what, pulley dynamics. Means you will be given a fixed string where it will be given by what, this kind of what, pulley. On this pulley the mass will be hanged here M1, this is what, M2. Then here if the mass will be what, varied, that is the first condition. When the M1 will be greater than M2, then acceleration on that body will be given by what, this expression, and tension will be will be given by this mathematical expression. The condition is when M1 is greater than M2. Look at this diagram. Here mass will be acting, this is what its tension, and on this tension the mass into gravitation will be acting. Here in this mass, this is the tension, and here M2 into G, mass into gravitation will be acting. And the reaction of pulley F is given by what, 2T, and this expression is here, it is shown 4 into M1 M2 upon M1 plus M2 into G. where g is what here, acceleration due to gravity, its value is 9.8 meter per second square. Case 2. In case 2, what happens here, mass m2 is greater than m1, then this expression instead of m1 minus m2 you have to take what, m2 minus m1. This formula you have to what, remember. And this tension will be given what, 2 into m1 m2 m1 plus m2 up into g, and this reaction F into 2t is given by 4 m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into what, g. So this is all about what, a mathematical expression about a pulley dynamics when the mass is greater than m1 into m1 ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ m2 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. Second one, m2 is greater than m1. Third one, when the both mass are equal, then acceleration acting will be 0, then tension equals to 2 into m into g. And F equals to what, 2 into mg. Students, screen share ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? Okay. Next one, when the one body is lies on horizontal surface, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದು horizontal surface ಐತಿ, ಅದರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಪುಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಯಾರ್ರಿ. Here they mention two masses m1 and m2. Then what is acceleration acting on those two bodies given by a equals to m2 into g upon m1 plus m2, and tension will be what, m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into what, g. Similarly, here the another condition, the two pulleys problem ante now. The two pulley will be hanged. Okay, here m1, this is m2. Then whatever the total tension, whatever the acceleration acting, this expression is given by a equals to m2 minus m1 upon m1 plus m2 into g, and tension will be 2 m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into g. So this is all about what, the two bodies are connected, the bodies on the horizontal surface, and two pulleys problem. Move on to the next one is friction. So you know friction it is what, we try to slide over on a body over surface of the motion. It is restricted by what, bonding between the body and the surface, and there is a resistance is represented by what, a single force. Friction is nothing but what, it is the contact between the two surfaces. When you rub your hands, what happens, it will be get heated because of what, friction. And frictions are classified into based upon their condition. One is static friction, another is called what, kinetic friction. What is static friction? Means static itself only what tells it is body is at rest, and the opposing force that comes into play when the body tends to move over a surface on another body, but actual motion has to be at not at started, and that is called static friction. And for every body, when it is in at rest, okay, you are applying some force, it doesn't move. If you apply a little bit more, doesn't move. Okay, so this force, this mass is having what, one limit. Until that limit it reaches, this body doesn't move from its place. So that is called limiting friction. What is the limiting friction? It is the maximum value of static friction up to which the body does not have to move is called what, limiting friction. And its expression is given by what, FL into R, or FL is equal to what, mu s into R. What is this mu s? Mu s is called coefficient of what, static friction, and it is given by the definition of ratio of force into what, ratio of force or lifting friction into what, normal reaction. So move on to the second one, kinetic friction. It is the applied force is increased further. Nodri, kinetic means what, the body under what, motion. If the applied force is increased further, it sets into body in a motion. The force is opposing the motion is called what? A kinetic friction. As usual, what we studied in the static friction, in that way Fk means it is for kinetic friction. Its expression given by what? Fk into what? Mu q into r. What is mu q? Mu q is called what? Coefficient of kinetic friction. And we are discussing the in kinetic friction two more frictions, its types. One is sliding friction, another is called what? Rolling friction. Move on to the last slide. And this friction having the some advantages. You know what are the advantages of some frictions? Because of the friction, we can walk on the surface of the earth. Two body sticks together because of the friction. And whatever your brakes are applying in vehicles, okay, because of the what? Friction. Writing is possible. Now I am writing on the board. This is also because of the what? Friction. So these are the advantages of the friction. These are the advantages of the friction. Move on to next one is disadvantages of the friction. What are the disadvantages of friction? Friction is always, you know, from the opposes the relative motion between the two bodies. It itself only what produces what? Heat, which reduces what? Efficiency of the machine. Friction causes wear and tear parts of the machinery. Friction force result propagation of heat, and which causes what? Damage in the what? Motion. So how much advantages are there, that much disadvantages also there for what? Friction. Now the last part is how to reduce this friction and what are the steps. So here it is mentioned methods of reducing the friction. One is by polishing them, by lubricants by using the ball bearings. Polishing means what? If the floor is what? Polished, well polished, then the friction will be what? Reduced. In your home, if you use the for machines, use what? Oils, that is called lubrication. Then what happens? Making the noise and friction will be reduces, and it will be get what? More life. So that is called using what? Lubrication. And for vehicles, you are using ball bearings. That is also makes what? Lots of what? Friction reducing. Okay, so these are the some basic synopsis discussion about the topic laws of motion. Welcome to the class work on the chapter of laws of motion. Begin with the first question. The physical independence of force is consequence of, out of 4 option, which one? As we know, the main sequence about the independence of force consequence is given by the law. Which one law? Because you have studied the Newton's laws of motion. In Newton's laws of motion, come through that we come across with what? All the force, inertia, how to measure the force, everything. And the physical significant force is consequences given by which law? And that is Newton's first law of motion. Option C. Okay, shall I move to next question? Next, second question. A passenger in a bus are thrown backward when the bus suddenly start from rest position because of, any idea, students? A passenger are thrown backward A passenger who is seated or who is standing, suppose he will be moves backward direction from rest, but suddenly when start rest, suddenly start from what? Rest. Why he moves backward direction? Any idea, students? Because his body is at rest, because of the bus is at rest. Okay, his body is at rest, body is at rest. When the bus start for what? Suddenly for what motion, then he moves in backward direction. The reason is, until unless bus is rest, this person is also at rest, because his body is maintaining continuous in a rest motion. When the body start for butt motion, automatically his body will be in a state of rest. The bus will be start motion, he moves in which direction? Backward direction. Then automatically the answer is his body is at inertia of what? Rest. Option C. Inertia of rest. Hope you understand this one. Okay, move on to the next question, students. Third question. A body of mass 5 kg start from rest with acceleration 3 meter per second square. Then the change in the momentum in 10 second is how much in ಕೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ. Here in this problem, mass is mentioned, it is how much? 5 kg. Acceleration is mentioned 3 meter per second square, and time is mentioned, it is 10 seconds. And they are asking what is the change in the momentum, means they are asking P. We know that P equals to what? Mass into velocity. Here mass is mentioned 5 kg, we don't have velocity. So first try to, by using this acceleration and time, calculate the velocity. So velocity game ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, we know that equation of motion v is equals to u plus a into t. Here body will be start from rest, means what? U equals to what happens? 0. So in the place of u 0 substituted, a is 3 and time is 10. Then what is the v value? V value becomes 30 meter per second. Once you got v equals to 30 meter per second, substitute here. Then what is your final answer, students?
Option B, sir, 150.
150 kg meter per second.
Hello, sir.
हाँ अभी
Sir, by using F is equal to K into dP by dt ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್
हाँ
ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ
ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್.
ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ K ಅಂತ K
हाँ k is constant, you have to take 1.
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
K is a constant,
ಆಯ್ತು
that proportionality to equalizing dp by
Yes,
dt ನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, k ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ
Yes.
ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ k ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ, 1 ತಗೋ ಸಾಕು. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಂತು ರೀ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 150 kg. ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿಪ್ಪ, ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. 150 kg meter per second. Shall I move to the next question, students? Shall I move to next question? Chat message ನಲ್ಲಿ chat ಮಾಡಿ. Next, the question number 4. The swimming is possible because of Newton's third law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's first law of motion, or Newton's law of gravitation. ಇದು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇದು ವಾಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ರೀ, while he is swimming time, he will be push the water in backward direction. He will be push the water in backward direction. Then automatic what happens, his body will be water moves in direction forward direction. Means this is becomes action and this is becomes what, it's a reaction. And here action and the reactions are what, both are equal and directions are only what, opposite. And this is based upon what, Newton's third law of motion. That is option A is the correct. Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion. I hope this question is understood. So shall I move to next question, students? Question number 5. A fielder in cricket catches the ball of 150 gram in 0.1 second, moving with the speed of 20 meter per second. Then what is the average force experienced by him ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. They mention here mass. Mass is in 150 gram, make it into convert kg, this is becomes 0.1 kg, and time is 0.1 second, and velocity is 20 meter per second is given in this problem. They are asking what is the force exerted on that force experienced by that him ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ್ರಿ. We know that impulse is equals to what, force into time. So impulse also can be given by what, delta p ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. Delta p stands for what, change in the momentum. Means f into t is equals to, we can give what, p. Here what they asking, f, p upon what happens here, t. What is p? P is mass into velocity, as usual. Time, what is mass? 0.15. What is velocity? 20 divided by time is how much? 0.1. Students, tell me what is the answer. Calculate this one, get it answer, how much you got. How much you got? So after solving this one, you are going to get what answer is how much? 30 Newton. Option B. You have to remember this equation. Impulse is nothing but force into time. The impulse is also nothing but what, equals to rate of change of linear momentum. So that here force into time is nothing but what, you can call it what, P. Using this formula only you have calculated F equals to how much? 30 Newton. I hope this problem is understood. Shall I move to next question? Next question. A gun fires a bullet of mass 50 gram with a velocity of 30 meter per second. The gun will be recoils with a velocity of 0.2 meter per second. Then what is the mass of the gun ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರ್ರಿ. So this is based upon the, this problem is based upon the conservation of linear momentum. So what the conservation of linear momentum tells? That is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Here before gun will be fires, what is, both are at rest, this part is 0, so this is becomes m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So one thing is clear here, when the through gun bullet will be fired, the bullet will be moves in this direction, the gun will be what recoils in this direction. So both are equal and opposite, then automatically both velocities are comes under what, different direction. That is given by m1 v1 minus m2 v2 equals to what I have to do it, 0. Here in this problem they mention, what mention, m1 is 50 gram, convert in kg, so this is becomes 0.05 kg. m2 is mentioned, not mentioned, that is you have to calculate. Velocity v1 is mentioned, it is 30 meter per second. Velocity of gun is mentioned, it is 0.2 meter per second. Now we know m1 v1 v2, calculate m2. So finally we can write m2 equals to m1 v1 upon v2. What is m1? 0.05. What is v1? 30. v2 is 0.2. After all this solving, we are going to get answer as a 7.5 kg. That is option C. kg is the correct answer for this question. Option C. Shall I move to next question, students? Shall I move to next question? Seventh one, calculate the force acting on a body whose mass is 10 kg, moving with uniform velocity is 15 meter per second. The force acting on a body of mass 10 kg with uniform velocity is 15 meter per second. Now when body is moving with, when the body is what, moving with uniform, moving with what, uniform velocity, then the acceleration is becomes 0. When the acceleration becomes 0, we know that force equals to what, mass into acceleration. Mass is mentioned 10 kg, acceleration is 0, then force answer becomes 0. So answer for this question, option D. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ, ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ 0. Shall I move to the next question? Now, next question. Question number 8. A body in equilibrium under the acting the three forces F1, F2, F3. The only wrong statement is in below. They asking. There are three body acting under what action of three forces F1, F2 and F3. Then which of the four statement, which one is a wrong statement ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ. This is the point where this is F1 will be acting, F2 and this is what F3. Here number of force are acting at simultaneously this point. If you go on looking at this first equation, here the sum of the force acting magnitude will be what? Sum of the along with the magnitude and direction is must be equals to 0. Here these all are standing on the same plane, that's why this is a coplanar and they forms what a closed triangle. This is only the statement which is wrong and this is the answer for this question, that is option D. The magnitude, sum of the magnitudes never becomes what is 0 when we are in equilibrium. Option D is the correct. Shall I move to the next question? Next question. Question number 9. If the force of 250 Newton on a body, momentum is acquired 125 kg per meter per second, then what is the period for which the force acts on the body? So we have force is 250 Newton on body, it is acting, the mass will be acting 125 kg per meter per second. Then how much time that force will be acts on that body if this force and this kind of what momentum is there present at Katari. So this is based upon what a problem on impulse. Impulse is given by what a force into time, or you can call it what a delta p, means change in the momentum. Or using this mathematical equation, they are asking what is the time acting, delta p upon r time taking f. What is your delta p? Delta p is given by 125. What is force is given by 250 Newton. And after calculation this one, how much you got answer? Yes. After calculating this one, you are going to get 0.5 second. That is option A. Okay, shall I move to the next question? Question number 10. The average force necessary to stop a hammer with 25 Newton second of momentum in 0.5 seconds, it expressed in Newton, is how much Newton? So here average force, again this is based upon what, same previous problem what we solved. Impulse is equals to force into time is equals to delta p. Here they are asking now force equals to, they mention impulse divided by what, time. The impulse, it is mentioned, it is 25 Newton per Newton second, and time is mentioned 0.5 second. So after substituting this one, force is how much you going to get? 50 Newton. That is option C. Okay, move on to next question. Now the problems are understanding or not, students? Reply me. Okay, move on to next question. Question number 11. Here the question number 11, the unit of impulse is the same as that of, which option is correct? The unit of impulse is same as that of, which option is correct? Option A, moment of force. Option B, linear momentum. Option C, rate of change of linear momentum. And option D, force. So we already explained here, impulse is nothing but what, according to definition, it is force into time, and this impulse is also called what? Through this impulse we can change the body from m1 v2 minus m1 v1, means this product itself only what you can give, that is momentum. What kind of momentum? This is changing from v2 to v1, means v2 to v1 means what? This is rate of change in linear momentum, that is impulse also can be given by what? Delta p. Delta p stands for what? Rate of change of linear momentum. Then option, which one is correct? Option C is the correct answer, that is rate of change of linear momentum. Okay, shall I move to next question, students? Shall I move to next question? Next question. Question number 12. A ball of mass 150 gram is moving with acceleration 20 meter per second by hit by a force. Then which acts on it for 0.1 second. Then what is the impulsive force? A cricket ball mass ST3 150 gram. 150 gram means it is 0.15 kg. Velocity is mentioned 20 meter per second square, and it will be acts for how much seconds? 0.1 second. Then what is the impulsive force and character? We know that impulsive force equals to what? Force into time. Here force can be given by what? Mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. But here they mention velocity. They mention what here? Velocity. So no need of what? Taking the, they mention the acceleration, not velocity. In the problem itself only they mention the acceleration 20 meter per second. So force can be converted into what? Mass into acceleration into what? Time. Substitute. What is mass? Mass is 0.15, acceleration is 20, time is 0.1. Yes, after calculation this one, how much you got answer? Option C, that is 0.3 Newton second. .3 Newton second. Okay, shall I move to next question? Now next question, question number 13. Now you only answer me this question. When bus suddenly takes turn, the passenger are thrown outward because of, think and tell me. So this is based upon what? Problem on inertia. Okay, this is the problem is based upon what? Inertia. Here bus suddenly takes turn, then passenger are thrown outward because of what? The body is under motion. The body is under motion means bus is also under motion. When it is turn takes, passenger are also thrown outward because of inertia of motion. Inertia of motion, that is option A. Shall I move to next question? Question number 14. Sand is being dropped on a conveyor belt at the rate of m kg per second. The force is necessary to keep belt moving with the constant velocity v meter per second will be how much and कहता है. So here we know that from the Newton second law, F equals to dp by dt, and you know what is p? P can be taken by what here? Mass into velocity. Now this mass into velocity will be product. If we split, it becomes what? Force equals to v dm by dt. one time, means we will be get a constant m will be differentiated with respect to time. Second time mass will be kept constant, v will be differentiated with respect to time. Then look at this question, f equals to v dm upon dt m dv by dt. But we know that f equals to what, v into dm by dt is there, v equals to dm by dt is there. But what is dm by dt? Means dm by dt is the mention, it is how much, capital M, that is m means kg per second, dm by dt. Then final, what is your answer here? Your answer becomes what here? V into dm, in the place of m if you substitute capital M, v, this is capital M, means your answer is mv Newton, option C. Here force becomes m into v Newton. So which option is correct? Option C is the correct. Shall I move to next question? Next question number 15. A cricket player catches a ball of mass 0.1 kg moving at the speed 10 meter per second in 0.1 second. Then the force exerted by him is, here again impulse is force into time. So impulse can be taken by what? It is p. P means what? Change in the limit. Delta p is what? Linear momentum. Linear momentum can be taken by what? Mass into velocity. Now here f into t, mass into velocity, all together you can make a formula, f equals to mass into velocity upon time. Here it is mass is mentioned 0.1, velocity is 10 meter per second and time is 0.1. Then which answer is correct? Yes, Naveen, yes, answer option A, 10 Newton. Good answer. Newton is the correct answer. Okay, option which one is correct? Option A. Shall I move to next question? Next question. One end of the string L is connected to a particle of mass m and another to a small peg of smooth horizontal table. If the particle is moves within a circle with a speed v, then the net force on the particle is directed towards the center. T tension in the string is given by. Okay, so this is based upon the horizontal surface. There is some pulley, mass will be hanged and it will be acting in this direction. Here one end of the length is connected to particle mass m and another with a small peg mass on the table. The particle moves with the circle with the speed v, and the net force on the particle, it makes a tension. So option A ಬರ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ. Here the net force on the particle, is creates what a tension, that is T in the string. So option A ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Option A is the correct answer. Okay, move on to next question. Seventeenth. A cricket ball catches a ball of mass 0.1 kg, moves with the speed of 10 meter per second in 0.1 second. The force exerted by him in Newton. So this is already solved in question number 15. It is repeated. Okay, just go refer question number 15. Okay, refer the question number 15. 18th one. A horizontal force 6 Newton acts on a body of mass 1 kg at rest. During this time, the body attains the velocity of 30 meter per second. Then time for which force acts on the body is. Here horizontal force, as usual, force equals to what? Mass into acceleration. To this one, we need to calculate the time for which force will be acts on the body. So here they mention the force, they mention the mass, so we can calculate acceleration, that is f of 1 m. So how much you got? 6 by 1, then acceleration equals to 6 meter per second square. Now we know that using the equation of motion, v equals to u plus a into t. So body initially at rest means what? U equals to 0, then v equals to a into t. So here v is mentioned 30 meter per second, acceleration is t and time t. Therefore t equals to ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 30 by 6 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ how much would answer? 5 second. Option B. Okay, shall I move to next question, students?
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
ಹಾಂ ಪೇ ಐ ಮೀನ್
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಎಮ್ ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಮ್ ಇಂಟು ವಿ ಬೈ ಟಿ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
ಎಫ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು
ಅದು ಸರ್ ಡಿ ಪಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಎಮ್ ವಿ ಬೈ
ಸೇಮ್,
ಟಿ.
ಅದ ಸೇಮ್. ನಾನು ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲಾಗಿ ತೋರ್ಸೇನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. in shortcut form. So F equals to, we can take what, dp by dt. So dp by dt in mass into what, velocity. Okay, but ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಷನ್. Nineteenth one. A 12 kg bomb at rest explodes into two pieces, 4 kg and 8 kg. If the momentum of 4 kg pieces is 20 Newton per second, then the kinetic energy of the 8 kg of piece is how much? Again, this is based upon the problem on law of conservation of linear momentum. So as usual equation, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So here initially bomb will be not explode, initial velocity is 0, rest will be m1 v1 plus m2 v2 will be there. Using this equation, calculate. M1 mass is given 12 kg, velocity is mentioned, it is not mentioned, I will take v. Second part, product of the momentum is given 20 is equals to 0. So 12v equals to 20 ಆತಂದ್ರೆ v equals ಎಷ್ಟಾತ್ರಿ 20 by 12 means 2.5 meter per second. Once you got velocity, then they are asking what is the kinetic energy of 8 kg piece ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರ. What is the kinetic energy of 8 kg piece? Half m square. 1 by 2, mass is 8 kg. What is velocity? 2.5 and 2.5 the power of whole square. After substituting this one, you are going to get how much joule? 25 joule. Option C ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, shall I move to next question? Question number 20. During the inelastic collision, the two objects, which of the following quantity always remains conserved? Guess and tell me. This is inelastic collision. Inelastic collision, what is remains conserved? Inelastic collision means one kinetic energy ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಏನು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, linear momentum ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Out of these two, which one will be what conserved in inelastic collision? The kinetic energy will be not conserved. Only inelastic collision ಒಳಗ linear momentum is only total limit is conserved. Option ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ? A. Questions. Shall we move to next question? Now two masses, m1 is 5 kg, m2 10 kg, connected by a inextensible string over a frictionless pulley or moving as shown in figure. The coefficient of friction on the horizontal surface is 0.15. The minimum weight m that should be put on the top of m2 to stop the motion is. Here the diagram is missing. Just take down this diagram, students. Okay, so this is the table, horizontal table, where mass m is there. This is m. ಅದರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಹಾಕಾರಿ. there are two masses. This is called m2. ಅದರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. then what is the minimum weight m that should have to be ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So we already discussed in the synopsis, through the synopsis. Okay, it is given by mu is called coefficient of friction, m into mass what, m2. About this part I am telling, is equals to what, m1. Here m plus m2 equals to what happens, m1 upon coefficient of mu. Therefore m equals to ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, m2 upon mu minus m2. Substitute. m2 mass is given, how much it is, 5 kg. Coefficient of friction, kinetic friction is given, horizontal friction is given 0.15. m2 mass is 10 kg. After solving this one, you are going to get what, 23.33 kg of that mass of the body. And which one is nearer to, check this calculation whether you are going to get 23.33 or some other different values you are going to get. How much good answer, 23.33. So which is nearer to option D? Option D is the correct answer. Yes, students. Shall I move to next question? Shall I move to next question, friends? Question number 22. A rocket with a lift of mass 3.5 into 10 the power of 4 Newton kg is blasted in upward with initial acceleration 10 meter per second square. Then its initial thrust of the blast is how much in Qatar? So this is a rocket will be what, lifted with a blast. Its mass is given 3.5 into 10 the power of 4 Newton kg. Then initial acceleration is given 10 meter per second square. Then what is the initial thrust? Initial thrust means what, a tension they are asking. Now thrust on the rocket is given by T equals to enta thrust ಇಲ್ಲಿ, it is moving in upward direction, that's why upward thrust. Here thrust T equals to what here? Because of the it is lifting mg into, and because of the it is moving with what on the surface, m into a. So here m is constant, that is becomes g plus a. Substituting the all those, m is given by 3.5 into 10 raised to 4, and gravitation g value is how much you take, 10 meter per second square, and acceleration they given 10 meter per second square, that is also. So 10 plus 10. So final answer is 3.4 into 10 the power of 4 into 20. So finally you are going to get how much answer? 7.0 into 10 raised to 5 Newton, that is option C. Shall I move to the next question? (23) A light of string passing over a smooth light pulley connected by two blocks of mass m1 and m2 vertically. If the acceleration of the system is g by 8, then the ratio of masses on क्या था? So this is fixed on a ceiling with a pulley. One is mass is given by m1, another one is given by m2. Here it is acting with what acceleration. So based upon the we discussed, when the pulley is connected by what, two block of mass, where acceleration will be acting on this body will be given by m1 minus m2 upon, that is according to formula m1 plus m2 into g. If m1 is ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಪಹಲೆ greater than m2 ಆದಾಗ. Now here they mention the according to that equation, they mention here acceleration of system is g by 8, means a equals to what happens here, g by 8 they given. Use this one in the place of g by 8, a substituted as usual, rest of the formula m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into g. So here g will be get cancelled. What left? 1 by 8 equals to m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2. Further it is taken ratios m1 minus m2 by m1 divided by 1 plus m2 by m1. Further it is in detail calculated, it becomes 1 plus m2 upon m1, because 8 will be multiplied here, it becomes 8 minus 8 m2 upon m1. So finally we can write 9 m2 upon m1 equals to 7, or m1 by m2 equals to 9 by 7 kg, means the m1 is to m2 ratio is 9 is to 7. Which option is correct? Option B. move to next question. (24) A boy having the mass 60 kg holds on hand a school bag of weight 40 Newton, whose weight is 40 Newton weight. With what force the floor will be pushed up on his feet? So here in this problem, the total force acting on the boy and the total force due to boy and pound his school bag, that is F is equals to, it gives weight of the body, weight of the boy plus weight of bag. Here weight of the body is given by what? Mass of boy into what? Gravitation, because weight comes, gravitation you have to multiply. Similarly, weight of bag is given, no need of conversion. Here mass of the boy is given by 60 into 9.8 plus how much is 40. Calculate this one, you should get how much answer? 640 Newton, final answer. So instead of 9.8 we take 10 here, 60 into 10 it becomes 600 plus 40, so the answer is 640 Newton bರ್ತೈತಿ. Option C is the correct. Shall we move to next question? Next question. 25th. A player caught a cricket ball. A player caught a cricket ball of mass 150 gram and he is moving at the rate of 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. If the catching process is completed in 0.1 second, then the force of the blow exerted by the ball on the other hand of the player is equals to how much Newton? So here player caught a cricket ball 150 gram. Player caught a cricket ball of 150 gram and it is moving with velocity kotari. Next again catching process is completed in 0.1 second. The force blow exerted by the ball on the other hand of the player is equals to Ketar. So this is impulse equals to what? change in momentum, that is given by what? A change in the momentum, mv minus mu, or you can call mv minus u. Substitute mass is 150 gram. I will make it converted to kg. Here the velocity is given, final velocity is 0, at the end the initial velocity beginning it is 0. So here you are going to get impulse equals to how much? 30 kg meter per second. Once you got impulse 30 kg per meter per second, then use this one, impulse equals to what? Force into time. Therefore they are asking time, they are asking what? Force. Here time is given, f of one impulse, substitute, force is how much Newton? Force you have to calculate. Okay, so that is impulse upon time. Impulse is given by 30, time is 0.1, and final answer is how much got? It is 3 kg, not 30. This is 3 divided by 0.1, answer is 30. No, here impulse is 3 upon 0.1, answer is 30 Newton. Shall I move to next question? (26). So in 26 what happens? Just go through. A mass of lift is 200 kg. When the tension in the supporting cable is 28,000 Newton, then its acceleration is how much? Here tension will be acting in this direction, and mass and gravitation will be acting in this direction. Here tension equals to what? Mass into g plus mass into acceleration. They are asking what is the acceleration in this equation. So mass into acceleration equals to T minus mg. What is tension? 28,000. Mass is given 200. Gravitation is 10. So 28,000 minus 2,000. So what is the answer here, friends? And mass into acceleration, again A equals to 28,000 minus 2,000 divided by small m is, again mass is given by what? 200. Do it calculation, how much you got? Tell me. Something around 4 meter per second square you get, and which is moves in what direction? Upwards. That is option B, 4 meter per second square. (27). A person of mass 60 kg inside lift mass is 940 kg and presses the button on the control panel. The lift start moving upward with acceleration 1 meter per second square. If g is 10 meter per second square, then what is the tension in supporting that cable? Again this is also based upon what? Lift. This is also based upon what? Lift. in this lift, m2 mass will be acting in upward direction along with the acceleration, tension again it is there, and a person who is inside the lift and which is acting in under gravitation m into g. So here total tension of the mass in a3 m1 plus m2, person weight, mass of the lift into gravitation plus m1 plus m2 into what, a. So m1 plus m2 is common, then what happens, g plus a is also what, a common. Substitute, m1 is 940, m2 is 60, g is 10, a is 1, so this is becomes 1000 into 11. So what is the answer? T equals to 11,000 Newton. Okay, students. Okay, shall we move to next question? A body of under action of force F is given by 6I minus 8J plus 10K acquires acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Then what is the mass of the body? So force equation is given, acceleration is given, asking mass. So we know that F equals to what? Mass into acceleration. Now we will take in modulus because of the vectors. Mass is here constant. Mass is what here? You need to calculate. Force equation is given, acceleration is given, so that this force can be written by what here? Because of the three vectors, all they are in unit vector, 6I minus 8J plus 10K. Okay, with the help of the vectors. Okay, so this can be written by 6 square plus 8 square plus 10 square. So that is 36 plus 64 plus 100. What do you, how much you got answer? Okay, so 36 plus 64 plus 100, how much you got answer? 100 and then 64, 200. You got what here? 200. So 200 can be written by what, students? Here you got what? F. This is F and this is what? M into A. A is already how much? A is 1. Root 200 can be written by what? 100 into 2 means 10 root 2. Answer 10 root 2 kg. Okay, some students are telling that previous problem 26th is they are not getting 4 meter per second square. Make it correction here. This is what happens. This is not 200 kg. This is 2000 kg. So to make it 2000 into 10, 20,000, 20,000. This also. Now you do this calculation, you are going to get 4 meter per second square, definitely. Students, just note down this question number 26, students, one more time. That is 2000 kg. Soumya, make it correction. That the mass of the lift is 2000 kg. Make it correct. Okay. Now 26, make it correction, students. You are corrected. Show sad. Okay. Everyone. Okay. 27 is over. 28. 28. 10 root 2 is the answer. Root 2 is the answer for this question. Shall I move to the next question? Shall I move to the next question? (29) Which of the following statement is incorrect ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ. The first option is rolling friction is smaller than the sliding friction. They are telling yes, it is correct. Limiting value of static friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. This is also correct. Friction force opposes the relative motion. This is the definition of the friction. This is also correct. Come to fourth one. Coefficient of sliding friction has a dimensional of length. Option number D, what they are telling, coefficient of sliding friction has a dimensions of length antar. This is wrong. Agree? Because the coefficient, you go through synopsis where it is given for sliding friction or kinetic friction has no dimension, because that is F by N ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Force and normal reaction both are having Wesson Newton, they get cancelled, so that they are having the no dimension. Okay, students. Shall I move to next question? Shall I move to next question? Everyone, it's the last question. Next question number 30. Sorry. Here a particle moving with a velocity v by the three forces they are mentioned here. P to Q ke F1 and this one is F2 and this one is what? F3. Here acted by three forces shown by the vector triangle PQR. The velocity of the particle will be the asking question. What happens? I already told you these are forces are a coplanar because they are situated in a same plane, and as per triangle of where F1 already you have studied, resultant force ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ 0 ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. The net force is what here? 0. When the net force is 0, then acceleration is also what? 0. When the acceleration is 0, hence what happens? the velocity remains what, a constant. It is option D.